Between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee in this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's a ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wilson to pass. Looking for a huge play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Rush is on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. They'll run play action. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The misconnection leaves him with a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the Florida State Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Gives it on the option. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Slithers into space. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these.
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Fires to the tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wilson will throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC.
Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The play-action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in. And
Always got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Wilson to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that right sideline to perfection for the big completion. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Rides the back on the option to give. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it.
They've got the play bubble up, bubble, it's out. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover. They're going to test the right side with this one. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Send the tight end in motion. Wilson will throw. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
They'll go right back to it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fields. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard. Between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. And the Canes will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you...
Breaks into the open. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
That's caught. It's cheap. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. They get to him as he throws. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Noles! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will take the field for the first time. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Gilbert. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Berry. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, to be executing at a high level, this guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Thomas.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Direct snap. Keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They go to the wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. On the read, he'll take it himself. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Or maybe a double pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after it.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David. There he goes. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wilson will throw. The screen, and watch out. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Throwing right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll throw it from the red zone. Steps away to find some room. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 4 over Fresno State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas,
thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Wilson to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Finds his tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Cheek. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And the Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. A little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilbert. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Creates a little space. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Singleton. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws it back. Here comes the heat. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wilson will throw. Working that left side now.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilbert. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Canes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football. If he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The give as they work on that clock. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Leaves it with the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're they're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. The give to the tailback. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wilson to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today, and it's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Adro as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.